In a world where justice hangs in the balance, there are tales that grip our attention and challenge our trust. Today, we unravel the shocking story of a corrupt cop whose actions have finally caught up with him. Brace yourself as we dive into the dark underbelly of law enforcement, where the lines between right and wrong blur and the price of betrayal looms ominously. Prepare to witness the downfall of a once untouchable figure, as the long arm of the law reaches out to deliver the justice that is long overdue. Welcome to a world where a corrupt cop's reign of terror meets its ultimate reckoning. This is the chilling tale of corrupt cop going to jail for what he did. Sergeant Wayne Jenkins, a member of the Baltimore City Police Department's Gun Trace Task Force, GTTF, gained notoriety for his misconduct and corrupt practices within the force. Don't let probable cause stand in the way of a good arrest. If you've got to lie about what you've seen, heard, or witnessed, as long as he's dirty, he's got the drugs and he's got the guns, and he did the crime. Just get him. These words, spoken by Sergeant Wayne Jenkins during a BBC interview in September 2021, encapsulate the misconduct that defined his career in law enforcement. Jenkins led the Gun Trace Task Force, an elite squad within the Baltimore Police Department, tasked with removing illegal firearms from the streets and apprehending drug dealers. But on March 1, 2017, Jenkins and his team were met with a surprising turn of events. Upon arriving at the Baltimore Police Department's Internal Affairs building, they were met by an FBI SWAT team and were promptly arrested. Unbeknownst to Jenkins and his squad, they had been under FBI surveillance for months. The FBI uncovered evidence showing that the GTTF officers were engaged in a range of criminal activities, including filing for fraudulent overtime claims, robbing citizens, stealing drugs, and selling illegal firearms. Justin Fenton's book, We Own This City, and HBO's true crime drama of the same name provide a glimpse into the corrupt practices of the GTTF. Jenkins began his career in the Baltimore Police Department in 2003 as a beat cop. He gained a reputation for arresting suspects with excessive force, resulting in injuries. In a court trial in 2006, Jenkins and his colleagues lied about an altercation, falsely claiming that a witness had thrown bottles at them. However, security camera footage presented during the trial proved their claims to be false. In 2007, Sergeant Wayne Jenkins joined the Gun Trace Task Force, GTTF, leading a squad that prioritized high arrest numbers over quality investigations. Jenkins became known for his ability to make significant seizures of drugs and guns, which garnered him recognition among his colleagues. However, this emphasis on quantity over quality eventually led to the exposure of the squad's corrupt practices. Their misconduct included planting evidence, stealing from citizens, and selling narcotics. During the FBI's investigation, it was uncovered that Jenkins and his team resorted to planting fabricated evidence in cases where they were unable to find any incriminating proof. This alarming revelation exposed a pattern of misconduct aimed at securing convictions. This unethical practice undermined the integrity of the justice system and cast doubt on the legitimacy of past convictions. Such actions not only violated the rights of the accused, but also eroded public trust in law enforcement. The discovery of this misconduct highlighted the urgent need for reforms to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness within the criminal justice system. After a 2-year federal investigation, Jenkins, his 6 squad members, and a Philadelphia officer were indicted on federal racketeering charges. They were found guilty of lying to investigators, filing false court paperwork, making fraudulent overtime claims, and stealing money from citizens. Jenkins, the ringleader of the squad, is currently serving a 25-year sentence in a federal prison. Their actions not only betrayed the trust of the communities they served, but also tarnished the reputation of the entire police force. It is crucial to remember that these cases are exceptions, as the majority of officers are dedicated to upholding justice with integrity. By promoting transparency, accountability, and addressing corruption, we can rebuild trust between law enforcement and the communities they protect. Now let's turn our attention to another corrupt cop, Joseph Tyrone Mitsianowski. These three former police officers, Sergeant Wayne Jenkins, Joseph Mitsyanovsky, and William Vasquez Baez, represent the depth of corruption that can infiltrate law enforcement agencies. Their actions not only violated the trust of the communities they served, but also tarnished the reputation of the entire police force. As we reflect on the stories of these corrupt ex-cops, it is essential to remember that their actions do not define the entire law enforcement community. The majority of police officers are dedicated to upholding justice and serving their communities with integrity. It is through transparency, accountability, and ongoing efforts to address corruption that we can build a system that restores trust between law enforcement and the communities they protect.